The unit circle is not something you have to memorize the entire thing because you can count out a lot of it, so it's not as hard as you think it is. You do not have to memorize the entire unit circle. You can count most of it out and make it easy on yourself. For the degrees, if you put in the little marks for each big gap in the circle, you just count by 15 degrees. So first gap would be 15, and that's usually not shown on the big circle, but you can put it there, I don't care. And then 15 plus 15 more is 30, plus 15 more is 45, plus 15 more is 60, and so forth. I'm not going to bore you by writing them all in, but you get the idea. And so that's what it looks like. You know, you just remember to start at 0, count by 15s. It's equally spaced all the way around to 360. For the radians, again, put the little marks in there for your big gaps. Put the marks in there, and then you're counting by pi twelfths, or 1 pi twelfths if you want to think of it that way. 1 pi over 12. So there you go. First little mark would be 1 pi twelfths, 2 pi twelfths, and then the next one would be 3 pi twelfths, 4 pi twelfths, 5 pi twelfths, 6 pi twelfths, and so forth. Then you can come back and reduce. So here it is. You got, see there, 1 pi twelfths, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way around 24 pi twelfths. If you come back and reduce, you know, you're just dividing both of these by 2. 2 goes into 1 time, 2 goes into 12 6 times. Both of these by 3. 3 goes into 3 1 time, 3 goes into 12 4 times. And just reduce. You won't get the whole thing counted wrong if you don't reduce them correctly. You still get partial credit. The third thing with the unit circle is the coordinate pair, the ordered pair. Now you do have to, of course, memorize the first one, this one. But you just copy it. You don't have to memorize them all. You just copy it to all 4 corners. Just like that. Copied it, made a rectangle, copied it. All 4 corners, same order, everything. So you're really only memorizing that one right there. Now, I'll come back and put the positive and negative signs in there in a minute. Remember I said you only have to remember that one? It's because this one just switches places, and that's your 60 degree mark. By the way, this is your 30, and this is your 60. So I'm skipping 45 degrees in the middle just for a minute. So if you reverse the order of these, that's at all 4 corners of the blue rectangle. There's the first one, and just copy it at all those corners there. So it looks like that. Even if you forget some negative signs in a minute, you still won't miss the whole thing. Alright, there's the second thing you got to memorize. These are both root 2 over 2. Copy that at all 4 corners of that square. So there it is. Copy, copy, copy. You all like to copy, I know. That chomping you hear is Buster over there with his bone. Buster, shh, being too loud. Alright, the positive and negative signs, you already know that too. Think about, you know, just on a piece of graph paper. If you're here in quadrant 1, both the X and the Y, they're both positive. So if you look over here at these X, Y coordinates, they're both positive. Well, if you're talking about a point in quadrant 2, then your X is negative, so the first number is negative, and then the Y value is positive, so the second number is positive. Quadrant 3, they're both negative, so negative on X and Y. And then quadrant 4, your X is positive and the Y is negative. So you put a negative on the Y value. And that pretty much sums it up. You know, you do have the points on the X and Y axis. And those points just come from, again, the grid. This point here, 1, 0, refers to the point on the graph, 1, 0. the one at the top is that one at the top there, 0, 1. It's 1 on the Y. Same thing with the one to the left and the bottom. And that's it. That's your whole unit circle. And if you have, you know, these values written in there, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not grading those, but it'll help you keep your count when you're counting those degrees and those radians. Just to recap, one more time. Degrees counts by 15. Remember, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, so forth. Your radians count by 1 pi twelfths. So that'd be 1 pi twelfths, 2 pi twelfths, 3 pi twelfths, 4 pi twelfths, 5, 6 pi twelfths, so forth. And then finally your XY coordinates. Remember that one. Draw the rectangle, copy it. Then just reverse it for this one up here. Draw your rectangle and copy it. And then you just remember the one in the middle. Copy it. And you're done. Easy breezy. Good luck.